And here we are. As I said, morning walk will be filmed because I will be coming home quite late. Yeah, kebab patrol. Nothing was found. I will be coming quite late, basically in the dark. So yeah. Plus we started about like 10 minutes earlier than usual, so that I will have a little bit more leeway, because we are, yeah, you know, I start usually working at 6:30, and usually at work I have my breakfast while I am checking emails and so forth. But today we are already starting at 6:45 with going to our location, which means no breakfast, no brekkie for me. So most likely I will stop at our corner 24-hour bakery, yeah, and get a snack like Liza is getting. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, gdje pa gremo? Yeah, the bribe for walking was paid. And yeah, so hopefully idevano. You can see tail is in action, just the legs aren't moving. Yeah. So I assume she will spend the whole day outside, as she has did yesterday and the day before. So, you know, she will technically not be in the need for a walk. But yeah, usually she will not. She will very rarely go number 2 at the house, at the backyard. Very rarely. Usually it's like an emergency situation. Oh, yeah. Oh, yesterday, you know, we are covering our, let's say, unpleasant side for quite some time. But yeah, yesterday another news came out. There are a couple of news that I haven't covered yet, but this one. So yesterday, a foreign citizen, 20-year-old, was sentenced to 2 years for 1 count of extortion and 1 count of attempted extortion. So in the first case, when he managed to, number 1 time, in the first case, he managed, with the help of one underage person. You are not walking on the playground. Oh yeah, you know, we are in the darkness. With the help of an underage person, managed successfully to extort money from another underage person. So the victim, an underage person, he was apparently terrified of the main culprit because he was presented to him as a violent drug abuser or user, and the kid took at home 68,000, so yeah, 68 and 3 zeros of euros at home, and turn the money over to the perpetrator. This money was taken in several installments, let's call it like that, so several times. Altogether it got up to 68,000. First, when this story came out, I think it was like last year, so he was convicted just right now. I was just thinking how the parents didn't notice that kid was taking such a large amount of money. That is basically twice the average yearly pay here in Slovenia. Either they are loaded or don't care, or don't have any overview of their finance. And yeah, in the second case, he tried the same thing, extortion with the promise of violence, or something like that. But the second victim didn't turn over any money. So now he was, the main perpetrator was Albanian citizen, was, okay, so there is some light, was convicted. He confessed during the trial, which according to his defense attorney showed, contrition and a courage. I don't know what kind of courage you have to show when you're speaking the truth, especially when you have been caught. So yeah, joint sentence is now 2 years in prison, and then basically deportation, and he cannot enter Slovenia, I think, for like 5 years. What happened with his accomplice? Treat time. There was no information because it was an underage person. Most likely nothing. So yeah, that's what is going on in Slovenia.